Okay, real talk. Every time someone tried to explain ETFs to me, my eyes glazed over by sentence 3. Expense ratios, index tracking, market capitalization weighting. What does any of that actually mean? Here is what nobody said, and what I am going to say right now. An ETF is a shopping cart. That is it. Once you get the shopping cart, you get everything. And today I am going to walk you through it in plain English. No jargon, no confusion. Just the thing you actually need to know to start building real money. Welcome to Freelancer Retirement Lab. I started this channel because my daughter is a freelance creator. Watching her earn real money with no financial system underneath it, that was hard to sit with. I spent years studying personal finance, and I realized nobody was translating it into language that actually makes sense for self-employed people. So here we are. Subscribe if that sounds like something you need. New videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. The shopping cart moment. Right, the shopping cart. Picture a supermarket. Every brand of cereal, every cut of meat, every type of vegetable, thousands of products. Now imagine buying them all individually, one by one. That would take all day, cost a fortune, and you would have too much of some things and none of others. But what if someone had already done the work? What if there was one cart, already filled, with a perfectly balanced selection of everything in the store? You buy the whole cart. One transaction. Done. That is an ETF. One purchase that owns a tiny piece of thousands of companies simultaneously. Here's what that looks like in real life. VTI, the Vanguard Total Market ETF, owns over 3,600 US companies. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Johnson & Johnson, Tesla, companies you have heard of, companies you have not, all of them, in one purchase. As of May 2026, one share of VTI costs approximately $370. For $370, you own a piece of the entire United States stock market. Let that sink in for a second. Why does ETF beat picking stocks? Here's where it gets interesting. What if instead of buying the whole cart, you tried to pick the best individual products yourself? Maybe you think cereal brand A is going to outsell brand B this year. So you go heavy on A. But you were wrong. Brand B had a massive marketing campaign you did not see coming. Your cart looks terrible. Brand A tanked. That is exactly what happens when people try to pick individual stocks. They think they know which company will win. Almost nobody does, not even the professionals. Here is a fact that genuinely surprises most people. Around 85% of professional fund managers, people who are paid full-time to pick the best stocks, fail to beat a simple index fund over 15 years. Read that again. The people whose entire career is picking winners cannot consistently beat a fund that just owns everything. So why would a freelancer who has a business to run and clients to chase think they can do better? They cannot. And the beautiful thing is, they do not need to. Own the whole cart. Win by doing less. Let's compare ETF versus mutual fund. The cost nobody talks about now. Here is something the financial industry does not advertise loudly. There are two ways to own a basket of stocks: an ETF and a mutual fund. They sound similar, but the difference in cost is enormous. A mutual fund managed by a professional typically charges around 0.5% to 1.5% per year. That is their fee for trying to pick winners. An ETF like VTI? 0.03% per year. On $10,000 invested, the mutual fund charges up to $150 per year. The ETF charges $3 per year. $3 per year for the same exposure to the same stock market. The fee does not sound like much until you compound it. The difference between a 0.03% fee and a 1% fee on a $100,000 portfolio over 25 years is approximately $238,000. Not a typo, $238,000. Quietly deducted, never announced, never billed, just gone. The freelancer superpower nobody mentions here is the part of this story that I genuinely love, and that almost nobody covers specifically for self-employed people. As a freelancer, you have access to a solo 401k. This account allows you to contribute up to $72,000 per year in 2026, completely tax deductible. Every dollar you put in reduces your taxable income. Now here is where it gets genuinely exciting. When you invest those solo 401k contributions into a low-cost ETF like FSKAX, you are getting three things simultaneously: the tax deduction, the market return, and the lowest possible fee. Let me put a number on that. A freelancer contributing $20,000 per year to a solo 401k invested in FSKAX, at their tax bracket, saves approximately $4,400 in income tax, plus approximately $2,800 in self-employment tax reduction. That is over $7,000 per year that the government is effectively putting toward your ETF investment. Not your money, theirs, going into your account. Try getting that as a salaried employee. You cannot. The 4 types of ETFs, quick and clear. Quick note: not all ETFs are the same. Here are the 4 kinds. I will keep this fast. Type 1 is the core. Broad market ETFs. VTI, FSKAX, VU. They own everything simultaneously. This is where your money should mostly live. Type 2 is the global layer. International ETFs like VXUS or FCILX. They own companies outside the US, Europe, Asia, emerging markets. Adding 20% of this to your portfolio means you are not betting everything on one country's economy. Type 3 is the cushion. Bond ETFs like BND. Lower return than stocks but far smoother ride. You do not need much of this in your 30s. You want more of it as you approach retirement. Type 4 is the shiny distraction. Thematic ETFs, AI funds, clean energy funds, cryptocurrency baskets. Higher fees, higher volatility, higher chance of buying at the wrong time for the wrong reason. Not for beginners, maybe not for anyone. For most freelancers just starting out, types 1 and 2 are all you need. Seriously. The one number to always check before you invest. Before you buy any ETF, check one number, just one. The expense ratio. It is the annual fee expressed as a percentage. Find it on any funds page on Fidelity or Vanguard. It is always listed. The rule is simple. For a broad market ETF, anything above 0.1% is too high. The best options charge 0.015 to 0.03%. That is $1.50 to $3 per year for every $10,000 invested. Compare that to the average actively managed fund at around 1%. $10,000 in that fund costs you $100 per year in fees alone. Multiplied over a career, the fee is not a footnote. It is one of the most important investment decisions you will ever make. Here is the exact steps to buy your first ETF. Right, here's what to actually do this week. Step 1. Open a free account at Fidelity if you do not have one. Takes 10 minutes online. Step 2. If you are self-employed, open a solo 401k at Fidelity at the same time. Also free. Also 10 minutes. Step 3. Search for FSKAX inside your account. That is the Fidelity Total Market Index Fund. 0.015% expense ratio. Fractional shares from $1. This is your starting point. Step 4. Set up a recurring automatic investment. Choose a date, choose an amount, set it and forget it. Step 5. Find the dividend reinvestment option. Enable it. This means every dividend the fund pays automatically buys more shares. Compounding on compounding. Done. Your first ETF is running. Here's your action steps. Here is what I want you to take from today. An ETF is not complicated. It is a shopping cart. You buy the whole market in one purchase, at the lowest possible cost, and let 30 years do the work. The hard part is not understanding it. The hard part is starting. And now you know enough to start this week. Drop a comment below. Did you know what an ETF was before this video? Just yes or no. I read every single one and reply to as many as I can. And if this gave you one thing to act on today, tap the like. It takes 1 second and tells me to keep making this for you. See you on Saturday.